What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're back on Madden 22, and today we're doing a Denver Broncos rebuild. Before we get any further into this video though, guys, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Only takes 2 seconds of your time, is greatly appreciated, and the support on Madden has been a ton of fun, and I feel like I've gotten better and better at doing Madden rebuilds. So honestly, I appreciate you guys' patience with me and continuing to watch the videos. But I think we start to, finally have our niche here in Madden. But of course, like I mentioned, we are here in Madden 22 on the Denver Broncos. Let's go ahead and generate our best lineup real quick. So one thing the Broncos do have going for them is their wide receiver core are all locked up. So we don't even have to worry about wide receivers today. Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton, Tim Patrick, all really solid wide receivers. And then you have Javonte Williams behind Melvin Gordon, who is just ready to blossom, to be honest. And then Drew Lock never really panned out for Denver. They obviously went out and signed Teddy Bridgewater. So the quarterback still going to be needed. And then offensive line's not too bad. Noah Fant obviously is going to be a tight end in the future. We actually have a right guard with hidden development, so that actually could be huge for us, low key. So we'll have that for the offense. I actually kind of want to look at, so as I was saying, I was trying to see how young or old our offensive line was. So Garrett Bowles, I kind of figured he was 26 in Dalton, and then we have a 23-year-old, so that's huge. And then what about this guy? He is a 22-year-old rookie. And then we have Glasgow, who's 29. So I mean, to be honest, we could probably move Glasgow and just allow the right guard to start right now. He has hidden development, so we should probably just let him blossom. We could honestly trade Melvin Gordon as well. I'd honestly rather see Javonte Williams start full-time in this video. And then defensively, if we take a look, we have Bradley Chubb, Justin Simmons, Bryce Callahan, I should say, not Brad Cunningham, Patrick Surtain, Shelby Harris. There's actually a lot to like about this team. So we also have a normal development 85 overall strong safety, so that could give us a huge trade value there. As far as our middle linebacker, who might have, he is 29 years old, so maybe we have to look at eventually moving him. And then Shelby Harris, and then we'll make some moves obviously to start the season off. I already see some things we can make happen in order to upgrade this team a little bit more. I think the first thing is going to be trading the right guard, since we do have a hidden development right guard right behind him. So I think it makes sense to go ahead and allow Miners to go ahead and start, Quinn Miners to go ahead and start over Glasgow. So the first trade we're going to be making is sending Glasgow over to the Cincinnati Bengals for a left tackle with star development and a 4th round draft pick. So that actually gives us a full offensive line with star development or hidden development. So that's huge, obviously. So a 4th round draft pick, and now we can go ahead and take a look at our offensive line. And we need to go ahead and move Williams over to the right tackle. That way we don't have 2 left tackles here. And then we'll have a full, healthy offensive line that I feel like we could go in, the future with. So I'm pretty excited about that. Move him over to right tackle, and then that should be solid right there. So now our offensive line is going to look really good there. So we'll have that going for us as far as the offensive line. Quarterback is still a huge position of need. Melvin Gordon, I think I'm going to go ahead and trade here as well. And then defensively, taking one last look, we need a middle linebacker. We need a left outside linebacker. We need a defensive tackle. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a DFS player props website that allows you to go over or under on players' projections. You're facing no one in the world but yourself and the numbers. So let me go ahead and show you a few examples of how it works. So on this example, I went for a flex play on Deebo Samuel, Cordell Patterson, Laviska Shenault, and David Johnson, who were all able to hit or go under the numbers, which led to me getting $170. That's just one example. And here's another example where I didn't actually get everyone correct, but I still didn't walk away with nothing. Aaron Jones was able to hit over his fantasy score. Chase Edmonds got over 10 fantasy points, and Marcedes Lewis got under 18.5 receiving yards. But unfortunately for me, DeAndre Hopkins did not get a touchdown in this game. If you do decide to sign up, my link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They are offering 100% deposit match up to $100. The next trade we're going to be making is sending Melvin Gordon in a 4th round draft pick for a strong safety and a defensive tackle. The strong safety has star development, while the defensive tackle has hidden development. So that's going to give us an upgrade on the defensive line and give ourselves a strong safety. We had plenty of room in order to trade away a cornerback, because we had 4 corners on the roster. So I went ahead and made a trade for a middle linebacker and a 4th round draft pick that we desperately needed by trading Kyle Fuller away. And last but not least, we're going to be trading away Kareem Jackson, since we already have a strong safety, and getting a star development outside linebacker to go ahead and start this brand new next season. So now we pretty much have a player at every position. Now, quarterback is still a big gaping hole. I try to kind of trade for a quarterback, but trading for a quarterback is pretty tough in this game. So not too surprised. I mean, I could go for one of the young ones, but I was just trying to go ahead and go for the big, like, punch and getting Josh Allen or guys like that. They are very, very tough to get. Or Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, because the Broncos would probably be in on those two guys if they ever became available. Aaron Rodgers was a heavy rumor for them. So offensively is what we look like. Obviously, quarterback still a huge address of need. And then defensively, I mean, we have some hidden development players and some star development players everywhere, so we have to feel pretty good about that. Let's go ahead and simulate to the mid-season mark, kind of see how we're doing, resign our guys, and then we'll go from there. So season number 1 comes to an end, and we ended up going second in our division, went 9-8, and are in the wild card going up against New England Patriots. So pretty solid season out of all of us. Obviously, we put together a pretty good roster, I would say. So this is a pretty solid roster we have so far. So once we get to free agency and guys start to improve a little bit, like I want to go ahead and see what maybe someone broke into superstar development. We'll see. Probably not, but you never know. Javonte Williams, I believe is how you say his name, is a star development running back who's already an 85 overall. So I was really happy about obviously getting rid of Melvin Gordon, let this man shine. And then defensively, we had looks like who was hidden? Oh, Patrick Surtain got superstar development, and then he only got star development. A little unfortunate, but that's okay. And then Jerry Jeudy only got star development as well, but you know, still okay, solid all around. And then if we go ahead and look at the stats for the season, I'm glad that we made the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but I still definitely want a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, 23 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, actually not too bad of a year. But rushing wise, Javonte Williams with 1,100 yards and 13 rushing touchdowns. Mike Boone even got 12 touchdowns on the year. And receiving, Jerry Jeudy. So we didn't really have a 1,000-yard wide receiver. That will come once we get a good quarterback here. So I'm not too upset about that. And then sacks wise, we had 8 from Bradley Chubb and 8 from Draymond Jones. And then interceptions, Kenneth Murray and Kyle Duggar. So, all right, here we go into the playoffs going up against the New England Patriots. I mean, I don't really expect a crazy run this year, but if we can get to the divisional round, that would be pretty good experience points for our players. And we won 34-27, and we are in the divisional round. So that is a huge W. Teddy Bridgewater going into New England and leading us to a W is definitely a storyline that would be heard around the world. So, you know, Bill Belichick and the Patriots play aggressive D and all that stuff out there. So now we get to play the Tennessee Titans at Nissan Stadium. Here we go. I mean, we are a better overall team than them. Is there any chance we get to the AFC Championship this soon? I don't think so, right? And we lost 34-17. Fair enough. You know what? I'm glad we got to the divisional round. I feel like we probably got some experience points for a lot of the guys. Potentially somebody may even went to superstar development after that playoff run, but I'm excited about the future of this team. We have a huge future. It's into the offseason, and there's a lot to get done because I feel like we have a lot to upgrade, and we're going to be able to do that and probably build ourselves a Super Bowl team this offseason. But now we are in the re-signing stage, and the only really important free agent would be Bryce Callahan, who is a 30-year-old corner. So I feel like we can just go ahead and roll with the corners we have. We don't necessarily need 3 corners on this game, so I think I'd be fine with just letting Bryce Callahan walk. Plus his cap hit would be pretty big for us. I don't really want to spend $11 million on a corner who's potentially going to go down in overall. So we're just going to move to the offseason and free agency and hope for the best. So we have $57 million in cap space after making the divisional round. So, I mean, looking at the roster, let's see if anybody's like going down in overall or whatever it may be. So we don't have a quarterback. That's the big gaping hole on the offense. Could use, I mean, our wide receiver core is perfectly fine. The offensive line is great. The tight end is fine. Quarterback is really the only thing, and maybe even a backup running back. Offensively is what we need. Then defensively, we need a right end. It looks like Shelby Harris is down to normal dev, so that's a little unfortunate, but we will go ahead and figure out how to upgrade that. So yeah, a lot of work to do. Maybe even another corner, because Ronald Darby is solid, but he is 28 years old, so we'll kind of have to see and address that. But number one priority is getting a quarterback, because I really don't want to sign, or I really don't want to see Drew Lock start this offseason, or start this next season. And I'm going to assume there's really no good quarterbacks for agency. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater. There's Jameis Winston, which you could just go ahead and sign Jameis Winston, but I'd rather go for like the big punch. So I'm going to go ahead before I sign any free agents, try to get a damn quarterback. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but I'm going to try. So one trade I am going to make real quick is getting another first-round pick here to help me try to get a quarterback, because it seems like getting a quarterback, you really have to only trade first-round picks in order to get it done. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what just happened because I had 3 draft picks in here, but it like wouldn't show me my third. What? I don't know what the hell just happened, but we got Russell freaking Wilson. Traded 3 first-round picks, I believe, for Russell Wilson, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, okay. I don't have any draft picks. Yeah, I had 3 first-round picks in there. and I couldn't see them. Whatever. We got freaking Russell Wilson. We needed a quarterback. We got what we needed. We needed a quarterback very, very badly, and we were able to do just that. So that gives us an immediate upgrade at the quarterback spot. Huge. Superstar X Factor quarterback. Never gotten Russell Wilson before. I try to change it up and get different QBs, but it's kind of tough sometimes. So now basically all we need is a defensive lineman, and we're good. Just defensive lineman, we're good. So let's go ahead and get to free agency and sign a defensive lineman, because we don't have $57 million. We have like 30 million, but we still have. So defensive lineman, who's the best available? Let's see. Really, no one. We have Jayon Brown. Could use a backup running back as well, or we could sign Jayon Brown and trade one of our middle linebackers for like a defensive lineman if we wanted to go that route. That could be a route we go. And then I also want to go ahead and look at the running back situation, because we definitely need a backup running back. So Marlon Mack actually, you know, could be an interesting one. Let's see what Ronald Jones cap it would be. We'll go ahead and offer Ronald Jones a contract to maybe be our backup running back, and we are his #1 offer. So that's just a decent depth signing. And then yeah, defensive lineman, there's not a ton here. So we might just sign a middle linebacker, Jayon Brown, and kind of trade someone, or Leighton Vander Esch or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and go for Jayon Brown here. His cap hit's gonna be pretty decently big, but that gives us a star development middle linebacker. That would be his #1 offer. And if we get him, then I think we just go ahead and trade for a defensive lineman. I think that's what makes the most sense here. So let's see if we get him. And we are going to get both of them. So Ronald Jones and Jayon Brown. Not a ton of cap space to work with now, but now we can go ahead and trade for a right end that we desperately need. So we're just going to go ahead and grab Emmanuel Ogbah for the Miami Dolphins, a middle linebacker being sent in a 3rd round draft pick. So we have some depth on the defensive line, and we have ourselves a brand new, we can move Emmanuel Ogbah to the right end. That way that's fixed. So start development right in, and we got Russell Wilson to be our quarterback. So I mean, this is pretty much this next season's our Super Bowl year. I mean, usually I go 3 seasons, but I don't know if we're going to be able to go 3 seasons. This team might be like, I might need to pay everybody. I'm going to lose people. I don't know. We'll see. If I have cap space next season, I might go for it. But if I don't, I think this next season will be the end. So here we go. 86 overall team. Russell Wilson is the freaking quarterback. I'm not sure how I pulled that off. I'm happy I did. We have no draft picks, so we're going straight into next season, obviously, and seeing if we can win a Super Bowl, or at least make the playoffs and maybe win our division, even though we have the Chiefs in here, so it's gonna be a little tough. So this season we only went 9-8, and this time that is not good enough to be in the playoffs. So I'm a little disappointed, not gonna lie, but obviously I don't think we can just simply end off on that. That would be pretty disappointing. So let's just go straight into the offseason, because I think if we kind of run it back one more time, we'll be good. I really do. And we're going to have maybe a little bit of cap space to make this team even better as well. We're an 88 overall team. So like I said, we have plenty of ways to make this team even better this offseason. So not too many free agents to worry about either. That's the beautiful part about it. So I could see myself signing another corner. One thing we do need to negotiate with is one of our offensive linemen who wanted more money in Dalton Reisner. So he wanted... what was his, I like the bonus and the duration, just not the salary. Okay, you just need the salary to be improved. I got you, my man. We'll go ahead and round it up to 7 million, and boom, we just like that, we retain everybody that we definitely needed to retain. So we can go straight to free agency, where we can improve this team a little bit more with $33 million in our back pocket. So if we take a look at what we got, let's go ahead and real quickly just kind of see if anyone is like superstar development or anything. So Javonte Williams is an 88 overall. I need to go ahead and look at the stats, because I definitely didn't do that either. And defensively, Patrick Surtain, we could, like I said, I think I could see myself signing another corner. I think that's going to be probably the important acquisition this offseason. So one last look at the stats, and then we're going to probably sign like a cornerback. And then, so Russell Wilson, 31 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Javonte Williams, 16 and 1,100 yards receiving. Tim Patrick had an 1,000-yard season. And then defensively, we had interceptions wise, we had 4 from Patrick Surtain, and then sacks, we had 12 and 10. Okay, so solid year. 9-8 is decent, but it's not where we want to be. We want to be a Super Bowl team. So $34 million to spend. This is going to be our last offseason. So we got Lamar Jackson's a free agent. I've never seen that before. Okay, very interesting, but obviously, you know, if I would have known he was going to be a free agent, I would have went for him, but I've never seen that before. Aaron Rodgers obviously would have been interesting as well. But we need a corner. That's pretty much it. If we can just walk out of here with a corner, I kind of wish there was like a stud corner. Jamel Dean's in here. Bryce Callahan. Jamel Dean's gonna have to be the best corner we can get. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell out for him. Man, that sucks. If I would have known Lamar was gonna be a free agent, like, that would have been interesting. Bringing Lamar in. How much would he cost? I guarantee his cap it's like 50 million at that. 1000%, right? Cap hit would be 17 million. Are you kidding me? Cap hit would not be that bad at all. Wait, is it because I have no money? Hold on. Oh, I don't have the salary. Wait, okay, hold on. What if I got rid of this offer real quick and then I just experiment on things? So his cap hit would be 28.5. There, that's the cap hit. That's still a terrible offer though. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's just get the cornerback. Never mind. If we had more cap space, I would consider trading Russell Wilson and going for Lamar, but Russell Wilson did decent for us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Jamel Dean. And that's gonna be, like I said, pretty much probably our offseason. Well, let's try to make sure we get him because he's the best corner available. I'm not trying to trade for one because we don't really have draft picks. I'm not trying to trade anybody. So if we go ahead and get Jamel Dean here, that's going to be pretty much our only improvement in this offseason. So hopefully we get him. Lamar would have been crazy though if I had money. If I would have had money, Lamar would have been awesome. We do get a cornerback, and that is going to go ahead and lead us into this brand new season with the corner, same roster, brand new corner. Hopefully this next season we get a better simulation and make the playoffs. So this year, a lot better season, 12-5 in the playoffs. And look, we get to play the New England Patriots again. So like I said, a lot better year. This is going to be the last season. So hopefully this year we can take off like we're supposed to. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup to see if anyone is like a superstar dev. I can see Javonte Williams potentially being, no, he's not. 93 overall though. So obviously had a great year. Jerry Jeudy, Russell Wilson still doing his thing. And then defensively, we have Patrick Surtain. No one's gone up to a superstar. We only have Patrick Surtain, and we have a superstar X Factor on offense with Russell Wilson. Plenty of weapons around him, so I think we can go for a deep playoff run, hopefully. Teddy Bridgewater was able to lead us to New England and beat them. Russell Wilson had a great year, 38 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing, 1,300 yards, 13 tutties. Receiving, Sutton with 1,000, 900, 800, 8. Like I said, there's a plenty of... Tim Patch got 13 touchdowns, damn, okay. And then defensively... let's take one last look at this. I see 11 sacks from Bradley Chubb, and then interceptions we had 3 from Jayon Brown. Okay. All right, let's see if we can make that Super Bowl run that we desperately need to make. We're going against New England Patriots. Do we lose in the wild card? We have to drive to New England, and we lost in the wild card. Man, that's so unfortunate. That sucks. But hey, you know what? I thought we put together still a good team in Denver today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Next time, maybe we go for a younger quarterback. Maybe I patiently wait for Lamar Jackson to be a free agent. Definitely did not expect that. But the fact that we got Russell Wilson was cool as well. Definitely a different thing that we haven't done in the series before. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. This is Crushables 2. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.